Sorry guys, with a little bit of delay on the recording. Um, Get out of work yesterday, fell asleep completely entirely, and I faltered. This vessel's very weak, and before we get started, if we don't get situated with a quick prayer, because every day that we wake up, it's a miracle. But if you don't mind closing your eyes before we get started with our daily reading. It's double upload today, so that's at least the positive outlook for this. So for what we missed yesterday, I'm gonna try my best to change scenery a little bit later on today. So I really do appreciate you guys tuning in to at least listen to me. But today we're gonna get started with Corinthians and Colossians, and then also daily Proverbs. So if you don't mind flipping over to the first of Corinthians 9:24, and we're going to read through 25. Thank you, Lord, for this moment that you managed to bring all of us collectively together so we can at least enjoy your daily bread. This vessel is very weak, and I hope that you can at least provide some guidance with the term that I'm going to give in accordance today, because it's a race to be able to get to you, and there's going to be many moments in which the enemy is going to send things or moments in which you're going to put us in peril. But I am forever in your hands, and I am forever grateful that you are going to lead me to what you promised me a while ago. I am weak, but I know that forever when I'm in your light, everything's gonna be divine, and I'll be the strongest soldier that you have ever provided for the moment being. Because my strength only comes from you. Because for myself, I am weak and I'm nobody, but I'm happy that I'm at least somebody in your presence. Because after all, you're helping me guide myself back to your table. And I'm forever grateful that you always hold my hand. Amen. Sorry. Very difficult for prayer for me sometimes. There's we all try our best, and sometimes my best is someone's least. And as long as you keep trying, that's all that matters to the Lord. But 1 Corinthians 9:24 to 25. I just want to highlight it just so I remembered I read this today. And then we highlighted different colors. Surely you know that many runners take part in a race, but only one of them wins the prize. Run then in such a way as to win the prize. Every athlete in training submits to strict discipline in order to be crowned with a wealth that will not last, but we do it for one that will last forever. Because the eternal race towards the Lord, it's a very difficult one, because every time when you're trying to at least discipline yourself, there's going to be moments in which you're going to be losing focus. Because for me right now, oh no, how I wouldn't want to go outside and just enjoy my outly sins and just forget about all my troubles. But as long as you stand firm in the light that the Lord provides, no tidal wave, no snowstorm, no tribulation is too great that the Lord can help you overcome. Because if we go over to Proverbs 3, I think it's Proverbs 3, 5 through 6. As long as you trust in the Lord with all your heart, never rely on what you think. Remember the Lord in everything you do, and he will show you the right way. Because as long as you stand firm, even if you have a storm inside your head, as long as you have faith, as long as you have prayer, as long as you give glory to the Lord, he will send you an answer. But at those moments in which you're in great peril and you really clamor for something, at that moment, the Lord knows that you really want something, but it's not the due time for you to really have it, because he's saving you for something better around the corner. And you just have to have faith, because if we go over to what we read a couple of days ago, Echelons 1:8, I think. The Lord has chosen you even before everything was made. Even before the dust of the universe that collected together and to form the planets that we know today, he chose you. He chose you. And it's just you that have to acknowledge his calling. And also for what we read, I think a few days ago, I'm not sure if it was in Deuteronomy or Joshua, in which it's up to you to just take these teachings to your workshop and reflect upon it, because you know, the Lord's a very great tutor, and he really wants to set you up for success, but it's just us to heed his advice, because every day that we live on this planet, it gets easier as long as you have, you know, you get close to the Lord, because even in moments of great peril, for those disciples that were living through those moments of great time, there were many people that criticizes their teachings, and even you know, called them blasphemous for going against for what they believed in. And no, the marvelous thing is they were walking with the one who could do true marvels, which was Jesus. Even up into those points in which they were in the boat. I remember a little bit of a story in which Jesus was just trying to sleep in his little boat, and there was a storm of magnitude. And all the disciples were just running about, you know, wondering if they're going to live or die. And then they went to go knock at Jesus' door to, you know, let him know what was going on. And Jesus was like, "What are you guys doing? You know, what are you guys scared of? It's just a small little rainstorm." But they were like, "No, it's a big, you know, hurricane. You know, come save us." And you know, Jesus just moved his head and calmed the storms, and the disciple saying, "Who is this? You know, who is this who can calm the storms and the waters? And it's the only one who can calm them is the one who's Christ, Jehová, Altísimo." And you know, it's a very difficult race to just keep yourself going forward, because even though for when you're running that race, you might trip, and you might want to find fault in someone. And this is where this part comes in, because there's going to be moments in which you're going to find yourself in peril, and it's not the Lord, it's the enemy, and you really want to put fault on something, because this race isn't easy. Two roads, just like how we were talking about a couple days ago. The easy one and the hard one. And the hard one is going to be a tightrope. And as long as you have faith with the Lord, he's going to be right there outreaching your hand and guiding you along the way. And the one thing that's marvelous is that somebody that's outreaching is the one who can do everything. Take away all your burdens, take away all your problems, take away all your anguish, and lead you to the soft pastures. That's in 23. He's going to anoint you. He's going to lead you to his flock. Because the biggest pasture of them all is the one that's out looking and safeguarding you. Because at the end, once this is all done, we're going to be out there giving chords and singing songs and being with our fallen brothers and sisters who, you know, God's great. But at those moments in which you really want to find fault, if you don't mind turning over to Colossians 3:13 real quick. Because sometimes there's going to be moments, and there's only one who can give you the strength to overcome any hardship. Be tolerant with one another and forgive one another. Whenever any of you has a complaint, be tolerant with one another and forgive one another. Whenever any of you has a complaint against someone else, you must forgive one another, just as the Lord has forgiven you. Because, you know, I forgot which book it was. You guys can probably add it there in the comments, in which, you know, sometimes God's glory is very merciful, in which he's came for his tribe, and his tribe hasn't really realized that the Lord has came for them until after they realized. And it's so wonderful how merciful and loving the Lord is, because, you know, even when it came to the terms of the Noah's Ark, I can imagine how the Lord didn't want to flood it, but wickedness got the best of us. And the one marvelous thing that we can always look outside is the promise of the rainbow, because he's not gonna flood us again, because every time when it rains, there's gonna be a rainbow at the end, which is so colorful. And that's the one beautiful thing that the Lord has provided us is the nature and the natural order of things in which it happens. But due to our corrupt nature, we lose sight of it. But it's just up to us to just take these teachings that we have and reflect on it and to make ourselves better people, because only you at times can be the one that can quell the storms. And the best thing of it all is the Lord has given you that strength, and it's just up to you to take his teachings and reflect on it. And I really do appreciate the Lord for at least giving me the strength, because oh boy, I'm a sinner. But every day that I at least try my best to at least get closer to his name, I'm happy that he at least acknowledges that I'm trying, because this isn't my time. This is borrowed time that he has given, and I'm happy that I at least am using it for a little bit to at least make a positive outlook, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes that you guys are willing to tune to me. I really do appreciate it. And these aren't sad tears, these are happy tears, because as long as you make a positive outlook, that's all that matters. My biggest one thing that I hear people say sometimes is I aspire to be you. And oh boy, if only you realize the predicaments that I place myself in. This is a little bit of a testimony. Sometimes I've been in the most bleakest and darkest places, and it's not because I wanted to. I've just been curious on how bright it can get down there. And the one thing that's pretty nice is, even when it gets bleak and dark, as long as you focus on the horizon, there's always going to be a light. There's always going to be a hand to pull you out of the darkness. And just like in certain aspects, the one thing that I truly believe is no man left behind. Sure, there's going to be criticisms, there's going to be hardships. People are going to, scrape each other's back, backstab, but don't fret. Sometimes those are very difficult obstacles and lessons for you to actually reflect, to make yourself a better person, because you really want to put blame on someone, and I don't blame him in certain predicaments, and people put them on me, because I just want people to be set for success. And going back to a little bit of my testimony, when people just tell me they will aspire to be me, I always tell them, don't aspire to be me, be better, because I just want people to be better so they can actually share their success with the people who they care about, because it's quite marvelous in which the riches that the Lord has, he shares with us, because he's the one who truly owns all the gold and platinum and paves those streets of crystal up above. And nothing on this earth can ever come close to the marvels that the Lord actually has ever provided. Nothing. Dude, all the gold and platinum can never come close to what the Lord has provided to us, because after all, we breathe, we see, and we get to witness his glory every day. And every person's life is unique, but part of my testimony is place myself in many difficult situations, and I'm very happy that the Lord has pulled me out. I think it's 21 or 23 times that he has saved me from my wickedness, and that's part of it. Is sometimes the colors fade away at times, but I'm very happy that the Lord's trying to bring them back. And for the colors that I do see, I'm very happy that the Lord has given me the ability to see those in others and just give them a little bit of helping hand, because sometimes the paths that we lead our own way are very difficult. One from a scribe or one of a farmer, two distinctly different lives, but each one gives glory to the Lord in their own ways. One with his hymns in the way he reads scriptures, or the way he plants his grain and trying to bring great fruit to his family and to the tribe, so no one starves in great famine. Or the one who practices the law, in which so he can keep writing laws of text so people can keep following and heeding the advice of the Lord. Or someone who plays an instrument so he can keep giving glory in the name of the Lord. Or just like little old me who just works in my job, and the little bit of money that I get, if I have anything left over, I can give it to people in need. Anything that you can, that you can do, it's great because we all have our own little gifts. Heck, even your little scribbles or drawing sketches, painting marvelous things, that's your ability. Singing your song, doing your craft. Heck, doing little string crafts, or making a shirt, or ironing a patch to make shirts for like a group, or driving a car to help pick up people so they can go hear God's name, or what I'm doing right here, anything that you can do, or having a small little moment, because as long you don't have to do it publicly. That God notices when you do things in private, one-on-one conversations if it has to, with the one who you're trying to just pull out of the gutter, because oh boy, it's a stutter. It's very difficult once you get in that mental state at times, but very happy for what the Lord has managed to fester up with my mind at times. And again, I'm very thankful for you guys tuning in for this moment, because His glory is great, and I'm forever thankful. And I'm really I'm trying things new. This is FPV, but if not, we can change it back to me just holding it like this, and actually holding it. If this is better for you guys, we can go back to it. But I really do appreciate you guys sharing every little moment. But before we do a closer, we got food right there. We got McDonald's, don't worry. And then we forgot something. Yeah. He's a little big in view. It's Oma. And you can't see them. They're probably all bundled together. But this is also one of God's marvels. I have to give them names, but there's 7 of them. And they're all clustered together. And this is one of the marvels, communion. And they all love each other's company, and that's beautiful. This is one thing that I really do enjoy seeing, my little fur balls. But my little fur balls that God has created, and then my little fur ball that God has given me. The sad thing is, things are difficult sometimes.